Hey everyone, it's your boy Kay back with another video, and today we're talking about landing a job in Europe without speaking a lick of the local language. Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't Europe all about, well, European languages? Well, yeah, it kind of is. But here's the thing, the job market in Europe is more globalized than ever, and there are tons of companies, especially in those booming tech hubs, that are desperate for talented people like you. We're breaking down everything you need to know, from the best countries to target to the hottest industries hiring right now. Alright, let's kick things off with the top 5 countries where you can ditch the Duolingo and still land an awesome job using just your English skills. First up, we've got the Netherlands. Known for its tulips, windmills, and super chill vibes, the Netherlands is also a powerhouse when it comes to international business. The official language might be Dutch, but trust me, almost everyone there speaks English fluently. Plus, Amsterdam, the capital, is a major hub for startups and tech companies, many of which operate entirely in English. Next, we've got Germany, Europe's economic engine. Now you might be thinking, Germany? But I don't speak German. And you know what? That's totally fine. Germany is home to tons of multinational companies, especially in industries like automotive, engineering, and tech, where English is often the official language of business. Number 3 on our list is Sweden. This Scandinavian nation is known for its high quality of life, stunning natural beauty, and of course IKEA. But beyond flat-pack furniture, Sweden boasts a thriving tech scene and a strong English proficiency among its workforce. Coming in at number 4 is Denmark. Another Scandinavian gem, Denmark consistently ranks as one of the happiest countries in the world. Plus, like its Scandinavian neighbors, English is widely spoken, especially in major cities like Copenhagen. And last but not least, we have Ireland. Ireland is a major player in the tech and finance industries, with tons of global companies setting up shop in Dublin. Okay, so now that you know where to look, let's dive into the industries that are practically begging for English speakers. First up, we've got the tech and IT sector. The tech world is global, and English is the undisputed language of code. Whether you're a software engineer, a web developer, or a data scientist, your English skills will be highly sought after in Europe's tech hubs. Next, we've got finance and consulting. These industries are all about international business, so it's no surprise that English is the go-to language. If you've got a knack for numbers, a head for strategy, or a passion for solving complex problems, then a career in finance or consulting in Europe might be right up your alley. Another industry that's ripe with English-speaking opportunities is customer support and sales. With so many companies operating globally, there's a huge demand for people who can provide support and close deals in English. And let's not forget about marketing and creative industries. From content writing and copywriting to digital marketing and social media management, there are tons of roles in these fields that require strong English communication skills. Finally, we've got education. Teaching English as a foreign language, TFL, or English as a second language, ESL, is a popular way to live and work in Europe. Alright, now let's get specific. Here are some actual job titles that you can start searching for right now. In the tech world, look for titles like front-end developer, back-end developer, full-stack developer, software engineer, web developer, UX/UI designer, product manager, data analyst, and data scientist. In finance and consulting, keep an eye out for roles like financial analyst, management consultant, business analyst, project manager, and risk analyst. For customer support and sales, search for titles like customer support representative, customer success manager, sales representative, account manager, and business development manager. In marketing and creative, look for job titles like content writer, copywriter, digital marketing specialist, social media manager, and graphic designer. Chapter 4. Best job sites for English-only roles. Now, you're probably wondering, where do I actually find these English-speaking jobs? Well, I'm about to tell you. Here are some of the best websites to kickstart your European job hunt. First up, we've got LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the world's largest professional networking site, and it's a goldmine for job seekers. Make sure your profile is up to date and start connecting with people in your industry in Europe. Next, we've got Relocate.me. As the name suggests, Relocate.me is specifically designed for people looking to work abroad. They have a curated list of English-speaking jobs in various industries across Europe. Another great resource is EuropeLanguageJobs.com. This website specializes in jobs for multilingual candidates, but they also have a dedicated section for English-only positions. If you're looking for something a little more adventurous, check out Jobatical. Jobatical focuses on short-term international job placements, often in the tech and creative industries. And of course, don't forget about Indeed Europe and Euraz. Chapter 5. Tips to boost your chances without local language. Okay, so you've found some awesome job openings, but how do you stand out from the crowd when you don't speak the local language? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Here are some tips to boost your chances. First and foremost, tailor your CV and cover letter to the specific job requirements. Highlight your skills and experience that are directly relevant to the role. Emphasize your English fluency. This might seem obvious, but it's important to clearly state your English proficiency level on your CV. If you have any certifications like TOEFL or IELTS, be sure to include those as well. Mention any international experience you have. Have you lived, worked, or studied abroad before? Great. Highlight this experience on your CV as it shows that you're adaptable and open to new cultures. Include soft skills that are valuable in an international work environment. Think communication, teamwork, problem solving, and adaptability. And finally, learn a few basic phrases in the local language. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room: visas. If you're not from the European Union, you'll need a work visa to legally work in Europe. But don't worry, it's not as daunting as it sounds. Here are some common options. One option is the EU Blue Card. This is a work permit designed for highly skilled professionals from outside the European Union. To be eligible, you typically need a university degree, a job offer in a skilled occupation, and a certain salary threshold. Another option is to apply for a country-specific work permit. Each European country has its own set of visa requirements and application procedures. It's best to check with the embassy or consulate of the country you're interested in for the most up-to-date information. If you're lucky, you might be able to secure a company-sponsored visa. This is where the company you're applying to agrees to sponsor your visa application. Once you've sorted out your visa, it's time to start thinking about relocation. Now let's be real for a second. Working in Europe with just English has its perks, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. Let's weigh the pros and cons. On the plus side, working in Europe gives you access to some of the world's top companies, especially in industries like tech, finance, and engineering. You'll have the opportunity to work with international teams and immerse yourself in a truly global work environment. Another perk is that salaries in these global sectors tend to be higher than in other industries. Plus, you'll be earning in euros or pounds, which can be a nice boost to your finances, especially if you're coming from a country with a weaker currency. And of course, the biggest advantage is that you won't be pressured to speak the local language at work. This can be a huge relief, especially if you're not a natural linguist. However, there are also some downsides to consider. One of the biggest challenges is limited social integration outside of work. While you'll be able to get by in English in most major cities, you might find it difficult to fully immerse yourself in the local culture and make friends with locals if you don't speak the language. Another downside is that you'll have fewer job options compared to locals. So there you have it, your ultimate guide to working in Europe with just English. To sum it all up, first, stick to English-friendly countries like the Netherlands, Germany, and Ireland. These countries have thriving international job markets and a high level of English proficiency among their workforce. Second, focus on industries that work globally, such as tech, finance, and education. These industries are more likely to have English-speaking roles and are often more welcoming to international talent. Third, use the right platforms to find jobs such as LinkedIn, Relocate.me, and EuropeLanguageJobs.com. Tailor your application to the specific job requirements and highlight your English fluency and international experience. And finally, if you're applying from abroad, look for companies that offer sponsorship and visa help. Remember, you don't need to speak Dutch or German to work in Europe. Just bring your skills, your confidence, and a strong application. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with your job hunting friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more career and relocation tips. And hey, let me know in the comments below, which European country would you love to work in? See you in the next one, and good luck with your job search.